Hey guys, I want to tell you a story about a cup of coffee and a printer. Yeah, that's a story in my book, The Super Fantastic Principles. In fact, it's in Principle 2, Value. And so this is a story. I'm in California and I'm in a hotel, getting ready for the day, get dressed. I walk downstairs because I need my cup of coffee. So I walk down there and I'm greeted by this incredible lady. She's behind the counter. She's all chipper and excited. She's like, "Hey, how can I help you?" And I'm simply, "I need a cup of coffee." She's like, "Absolutely. How would you like your coffee?" And I tell her how I like it. So she turns around, she gets my coffee ready and hands it to me. And she is going to the register. She hits the print receipt button. And in that moment, the printer stops working because it ran out of paper. Now, before, she was like super excited. She grabbed my cup of coffee like nothing. But because of that printer ran out of paper, all that excitement just disappeared. Her shoulders dropped and her chin fell, and she just lost her smile. She lost her enthusiasm because of that one moment. Now, I knew I had my cup of coffee and I was ready to leave and get ready for the day for my business meetings. So I knew I had two choices. One, I could grab the cup of coffee, say thank you, and walk away. Or two, I could say, "Hey, you did a great job replacing the paper in that printer. Great job, you." So guess what I did? I did option two. I did a transformational encounter. I took a second. I had my cup of coffee. I was good. But I knew she was down because of that one thing, the printer, the paper. One thing brought somebody down. And so in that moment, I just looked at her and said, "Hey, you know what? You did a great job replacing that paper like a NASCAR pit crew. Great job, you." And in that second, in that moment, that took me seconds to say, even before I had my coffee, she turned around and she said, "Thank you so much." Her smile returned. Her shoulders lifted again. She was back to her previous self simply because the paper went out of the printer, brought her down. I took a second to say, "Hey, great job, you," and it brought her back up. Now, I know she was super excited because we went back to the hotel for lunch that same day, and she was still there, and she was so excited. Still, even before I showed up, I saw her from a distance, and she was still excited. Now, it was that moment that, she could have had a bad day. She could have had a great day. Who knows? But I took that second to create a transformational encounter with somebody to say, "Great job, you," when I recognized that they were down because of something else. So remember in those moments that you are encountering somebody else and you see them struggle, you see somebody just down, take a moment, create a transformational encounter. Just say, "Hey, great job, you." Guys, these are some of the stories I've got in my book here, The Super Fantastic Principles. It's full of incredible stories like that. And remember, I love you guys. Create your super fantastic. Have a transformational encounter with somebody. I love you guys.